we'll get this party started. And let me share my screen over here just so, because if you're like me, you're a visual person. So we want to let you know that you are here because it is most likely that you're looking for a way to level up your life of some kind, regardless of what it is. And guess what? Every Monday morning, we do this call. So you are more than welcome to invite your friends, to invite your family members and people around you that are looking to level up their life and invite them to come hear about what we have going on. And you may have seen a post or you may have had a family member that kind of dove in to you and was saying, hey, we got a way to help you with your inflammation. I got something that can help you have more energy. Maybe you're dealing with some weight loss. For me, one of my things was athletic performance. When I first heard about everything, I was personally looking for a way to perform better as an athlete. Skincare may be a reason that you kind of wanted to come by here. Time freedom. If any of these is something you're dealing with, I encourage you to stay all the way to the end. And then at the end, I want you to get back with your friend that invited you because you're going to thank them for, invite you to come hear about everything. Another reason you may be here, you may have been here about all this rumble. How can I win me some free money? Well, the transformation throwdown is a way that you could do just that. How? By participating. All you simply have to do is simply jump on in and transform your body, whether it be health or finances. Hey, get in here, transform your body, and you see all the prizes up here. Over $5,000 of money that you don't even have to put up that you can win. And so you may be asking also, who is this guy? Who? Hey, my name is Anthony Moreland, guys, and I'm from Dallas, Texas. And I want to tell you about why I even got involved in all of this. See, some time ago, I had some friends of mine that was on the track team with me at Louisiana Tech because that's where I went to school at. I had two part-time jobs I was doing. I was a double major and I ran track at a university. So busy was something I was. But I personally was looking for a way to level up my finances and also, like you heard me mention, level up my physical transformation on the track, and get better at athletic performance. And I had my friends, they asked me to come here about something, and I was excited. I was excited about what I heard because I seen something that could help out not only me, but the people around me. And so I did it. And if you're like most people, when you're doing, you're going to feel the same way. And so I did that. And then as I got started, I realized how simple it was to share something that came to my heart, and that just like a good movie, a good restaurant, something off Amazon. I was sharing with my good friend Billy not a few minutes ago about a planner I just bought. So we all share things all the time. And what I realized is when I started sharing with family members, this company would ship the products to them and they would consume the products. And as I did that, I got paid for doing so. So wouldn't you like to get paid for sharing things you already do naturally? Well, that was me. And also, I've always wanted to make money from my phone. And so I was like, man, I wish there was a way I could make money from my phone, make money on the go. It just worked from anywhere. Well, doing just that, sharing products and sharing an opportunity with people around the world, what I realized and what I got to experience was I got to meet some of the greatest people in the whole wide world. I got to work from my phone from anywhere, work on my laptop. One of my dream things I always wanted to do was work from the beach anytime I wanted. And now I'm able to work from the beach anytime I want. You're going to hear from a good friend of mine, two good friends of mine this morning. And guess what? They get to work from anywhere around the world as well. And it is absolutely amazing to do just that. But you may say, hey, I'm not interested in making money. I just want to feel better. Well, guess what? We have a way to help you level up your health. Because if you're like most people, you're looking to feel better, have more energy, or even just lose some weight. We have something for you that will help you do just that. You may be like me. I want to level up my finances. That may be something that you're here for. Trust me, we have a program designed that will help you do just that, to help you make more money, to become debt free. Maybe you're tired of debt. Well, we can help you do that. Time freedom. Well, we're going to talk to somebody in just a second also that design time freedom, that wants to design time freedom. And you're wondering, like, how do you do all of this? Well, we are partnered with over $500 million startup company that nobody knows about. So you could think about all the other big companies and say, hey, I wish I can go back when they first started. Well, this is one of those companies that you want to get plugged into and just lock in your spot, because this company is doing big things. Doing over $500 million. Not many companies can say just that, and people don't even know our name. And you know, we're on the verge to become the #1 social selling and distribution company around the world. They put these tools and these platforms in front of us to help us succeed. So we have things like Quick. We have this app that allows us just to simply send information to people that we love and care about, or people we meet, and let them and educate them pretty much on our products. One of the things I also love about this company is it wasn't just tied down to my neighborhood. It wasn't me just in my little proximity of how far I can drive. No, we're in over 75 markets around the world, and I love it because I don't have to be an expert. Also, with that being said, I don't have to be an expert. Reason why is because Deanna Latson, which is the lady in the top there, she put together a team of over 75 doctors, and it's continuing to grow. You're going to hear from one of them that works with her on a hand-to-hand basis as well. But they put together a team of the best people in the world to create the cleanest products in the world. So you don't have to be an expert like I don't have to be an expert. All you have to do is simply have the willing to share with other people. And, hey, don't take my word. Don't take the company's word. Hey, we got third-party companies that are putting their stamp on our products that say, hey, what they say they are doing, we are doing. And that could be just you. From a business standpoint, you may be like, well, what does products have to do with anything about making money? Well, it's two things you need to make money anyway. You got to figure out something that people need, and then you got to figure out a way to fulfill that need. Well, look at these industries that people already spend their money. What if we could show you a way that, one, you can redirect your own spending, and then two, you can also like share with other people how they can redirect their spending and get paid to do so. Health and wellness, $4.2 trillion industry, and that number is steady climbing day to day, month to month, year to year. Energy drink market. How many people do you know that drink energy drinks? What if you could show them one that's clean energy? Weight loss. Well, we know it's the new year, and everybody, regardless of how good of a shape they're in, how bad of a shape they're in, they're all looking to lose weight, tone up, feel better. Well, weight loss is a $204 billion industry. Maybe you're not interested in none of those, or you don't feel your pet right there. That's not the market you want to go in. Well, how about skincare? How about personal care? Well, we all brush our teeth and take baths. Well, guess what? We have products that can help you do just that. We have packs that we created to help you do that, whether it be a level up pack that you get introduced to, a transformation pack, or you just want to try simply our products. It doesn't matter. We have things designed to help you and help the people around you. And now I get the chance to introduce somebody, oh man, who for the last 2 years has become somebody I call one of my dearest friends. He's just like a brother to me, somebody I can call on at any given moment. But let me tell you about Rick. Rick is not only, he's going to tell you a story, but Rick is somebody who went from corporate and now decided to join the opportunity, but he's also an amazing husband, an amazing father, an amazing grandfather. He's just an amazing human being that you want to be around and you want to have in your corner. But I want Rick to share with everybody why he decided to come to this side of the playing field and walk away from the corporate side. So Rick, we're going all the way over to Utah, and Rick is going to share with everybody why he did just that. Rick, are you with us this morning?
I am. Good morning. I apologize for being a couple of minutes late too. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Hey, nobody's perfect.
Hey, I thought I would just make you a little nervous, wondering if I'm going to be there. It's all good. Well, I appreciate the opportunity to be with everybody this morning, and what a great way to start the week with some inspiration, some calls. I, like many of you, have dreams and goals and things that I want to accomplish in my life, and I've accomplished a lot of things that were on those lists, but many I've fallen short on. And one of those is the timing of all of this came at a perfect time for me. First of all, I've been in the corporate world in health and wellness and network marketing for just about 30 years, and have seen a lot of great products and a lot of great companies, and have been a part of some great organizations. Very proud to be a part of them. But and I had been invited, you might say, to join the field a number of times before this, and the timing just wasn't right. It was either the wrong company. I taught the comp plan, or I knew how the comp plan worked, and yes, there were people succeeding with it, but I didn't see it myself. I didn't feel like if I went out, I could really maximize that plan. And the biggest thing was the timing in my own life. This will sound a little bit egotistical, but it's not meant to be. If I was going to go in the field, I'd want me in the office, and that was always kind of my position, was that, you know, I filled a really strong role of being the advocate for the leaders in the field. I rolled up my sleeves, got into their homes, into their communities, helped them build. I mentored and taught leaders how to go out and create these substantial incomes. And then I watched them go out and quadruple my income. And I thought, you know, but I was okay with that. I was really totally okay with that until recently. And it was almost like all of the stars coming together, our company. I know there's been frustration through the convergence, but I believe that we're about 80% finished, meaning can you enroll someone? Sure you can. Can you set up a customer and place an order? Yes, you can. Can you place that person? Yes, you can. Now, it's not as streamlined and as beautiful as I believe it will be in the next few weeks, but the reality is you can still do that. And so I wanted to wait until that was mostly done. But if you wait until it's perfect, you know what happens? You're too late, or you're waiting and waiting and waiting. It's never going to be perfect. So that was one of the major factors. One of the things that I thought about is I was planning to work another 6 or 7 years in the corporate and then retire. And I'll be in my late 60s, almost 70, and go out in the field at that point in time, because I believe in this industry. I really do believe it. I thought that would be a great way to go into retirement and stay busy and stay active. Well, I started adding the numbers together. And if I if I contributed the next 6 or 7 years to a retirement fund, and then went out in the field and started an organization or started building, then how far behind would I be? That if I went out today and did the same thing, quadrupled my income over the next year or so, and then had an organization already built so I could actually choose to retire if I wanted to a little bit earlier. And so all of those factors came into being. This company is in such a unique place in time. We are, and if you don't see that, I invite you to look more into your heart than you've ever looked before. Most of the people, if not all of the people that are on the call this morning, are already in, meaning you're already a brand partner with the company. There may be a guest or two, and I welcome you and invite you to do the same thing. Look at this through fresh eyes. And the best way to do that is call somebody new today. In the next hour, call someone new and share with them what a $500 million startup company feels like and looks like. It's interesting. I talked to somebody and they said, send me your website. And I said, no, I'm not going to. It's under construction. And they said, what do you mean? I said, well, we've been just gone through a convergence. We brought two $250 million companies together, and it's just not 100% perfect yet. They're like, oh, okay. I mean, instead of worrying about it or freaking out about it or saying, oh gosh, I can't, what do I send? Blah, all of that we all go through. I just said, no, I'm not going to send it to you, but you know what? It's going to look great the next few weeks because I have confidence that it will. And I'm okay that it doesn't today. Is that going to keep me from enrolling people? No, in fact, I enrolled somebody on Friday and they're coming in with a partner this morning and placing an ultimate order. And then they've got 5 or 6 people coming in right behind them tomorrow. And I'm thinking, with them, I told them the same thing. They said, oh, it's okay. This is as bad as it's going to be. And I said, yeah, absolutely. It's totally fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. What's holding you back? And what was holding me back was the fear of the unknown. Meaning I taught people how to do it. I've mentored people how to do it. And yet there was still that apprehension in my mind. Is it secure? Is it safe? And I just threw caution to the wind and walked away. It was like, Anthony, it was like me, making the Olympics in the 100-meter or the 200-meter and then retiring the next day. It was like scoring 50 points in a basketball game and then walking away the next day. I feel like I was at the peak of my game, income wise and opportunity wise. I was really enjoying my role, but it was something that was pulling at me. And since then, and so this last Monday, a week ago today, was really my first day. And it was weird. I got to tell you, it was weird getting up and not having an office to go to and not having a planner full of meetings and internal calls and Zooms and having to be self-motivated. And that's something I don't have to worry about. I'm extremely motivated. I've set some massive goals. Just watch as it happens, because I'm excited about it and I know it will. And I pulled up a quote yesterday, if it's okay, to kind of finish things off, but it's from Dr. Benjamin Hardy. And it says, if you're serious about the changes you want to make, willpower won't be enough. Quite the opposite. Willpower is what's holding you back. And I believe very strongly, if you want to make a change, if you want to create a success like you've never created before, now is the time, but you've got to be willing to do the things that have been unsuccessful for you in the past. Successful people are willing to do the things that unsuccessful people are unwilling to do. How many fresh new calls are you going to make today? That might be new for you. How many people on your list that you've already called maybe 6 months, a year ago, are you going to call back and say, I was on a call this morning, you'll never believe this. One of our corporate executives, one of the top 5 executives of the company, walked away from his role to join us in the field. There must be something happening here. Use my story. I'm not that great, trust me, but the story is great. And so thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it, my friend. Yes, we are brothers from another mother. And I appreciate you asking me to be on the call.
Thank you so much, Rick. And it's just so awesome to be able to see somebody that I've gotten to know real closely the last 2 years just make an amazing leap like that and come over into the field. And so you guys, that should be an eye opener for you. Like he said, we're over a $500 million startup company and nobody knows our name. So we encourage you just to come on board. If you're looking to make some extra income, make some kind of money, hey, do so. But like you may be like Richard Tuggle here, just want to lose some weight and just get back in shape. Or Susan Frank just had a child and want to get her physique back. Kim Gray, who just wanted better health. And then it transitions into that. Cynthia and Melissa and Andrew just want to take back your health. That may be you. And we encourage you just to get started whichever way you want. This is normally one of my co-hosts as well. He's stuck in court, but Mr. Vince Green is a defense attorney. He's a father, a husband. He's also recently a grandfather. He transformed his life. He does his business on the side, makes an excellent amount of money. And no, let me tell you this. We don't make any claims of any kind. Not income claims. We don't cure, treat, diagnose anything. But what I can tell you this is, one, if you put the right things in your body will work the way God intended it to. Also, if you aren't lazy and you just do something, you can make some extra income as well, you guys. And that's what it's all about. Maybe you want to be a stay-at-home mom like my friend Tammy. You're an athlete, just saying, hey, I don't need to lose any weight. I just want to change up my physique. Well, you could do that as well. You want to travel the world? Well, come do it, because we do a lot. My sister that you're going to hear from in just a second, and Rick also, we travel together. We've been in Florida together. We've been in Utah together. We just enjoy life as well. Maybe you saving. Do you have trouble saving? I can say, yeah, because I do have trouble saving. Well, guess what? This company has a savings program that you can learn more about. Cars, maybe you got a dream car you want. Be like Vern and everybody, a lot of that whole team that loves cars. So one of the things I want you to do before I pass it on over to my sister here is come join our community on Facebook. It's called Level Up Life. So if you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching this live and you aren't a part of Level Up Life, come join us. Come join and see for yourself people from around the world leveling up their health and their finances and all of the above. And get this, you won't be doing it by yourself. You will be doing it with a community of people that are willing to help you out, to help you level up your life and come to the top with us. So now I'm in Dallas, I went all over to Utah. Now we go to the Sunshine State and we go all the way over to Florida. I hope she's in Florida today. No, I know she is. She's been gone for a while. But this lady is absolutely amazing. One of my favorite people in the whole wide world. She always encourages me. She always pushes me to be my best. She's just awesome. She's not married just yet. I hope, one of these days I'm gonna get the call and say, hey, Aunt, one Monday morning. But this woman is awesome, you guys. And I call her my sister. She's one of my dearest friends in the whole wide world. But I'm gonna pass it to Dr. Kristal Vance, and Dr. Kristal will finish us out. And she has some words of encouragement and things to talk to you about as well. So, sister, are you with me?
I am. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you so much, Rick, for coming on and sharing. And my brain is going like this right now. I'm so stinking excited. Do you guys it's almost the middle of January. What happened? It's 2022 and we're halfway through the first month. I'm like, oh, whoa, I had it seemed like just a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was over a month ago. I started going, what am I going to do in 2022? What's going to be different? How am I going to live differently in 2022? Anybody else? Were you just not going, okay, I want to set this goal for my health. I want to set this goal for my finances. I want to get this raise, or I want to create this community. I think right now more than ever, people are at that point where they're like, okay, I said I was going to do something. Now am I doing it? This is where you've set the goals and you're like, now I have to put the action in. And my question is, are you at that point where you're like, well, I had a plan and I'm not really working it. It was the same plan as I had the year before. Okay. As Anthony shows that picture right there, that's exactly as I'm working on that little girl in my mind, I am going, what I'm doing isn't working. After 20 years in private practice, seeing patient after patient, thousands, over 100,000 patients, I still was not I was 160 pounds overweight because I was stressed out to the max. Anybody else? Not where you are health-wise because you know you have so much stress on you and it's eating away at you. And in my business, it was successful, but I knew I had to scale it to the next level. And that meant more money, which I needed more money. I didn't need to spend more money. And it meant more employees, which meant I got a couple more headaches, even though I loved them, right? If you're an employee, I hate to tell you, you're somebody's headache. And I mean that in a good way, because they are connected to you going, I want to make sure we're successful so I can pay them. It's stressful to be an employer. So for all you small business owners out there, I commend you right now. I am one of you. But there's other ways than how you're doing business right now. And that's what I found 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago. I found something that I could add alongside. I needed to take care of myself. I needed some self-care. Who here needs self-care? You all do. Every single person's hand should go up. If you are watching this on Facebook, if you're watching the recording, take the rose-colored glasses off. I know you want to feel better. I know you want to sleep better. I know you want more energy. That's irrelevant, totally irrelevant. I know you do. So I know you want to be at least a customer here. What you're going back and forth is going, so do I have to get in something? Do I have to join something? I just like, I would do something if it paid for those products so that I could get my health back. That would be cool. You can do that here. Or are you going, did he say this was a basement level, ground level, like you could come in and be a part of the beginning of a distribution center? Like, yeah, he said that. You could have a piece of that too if you wanted. See, all that we're giving you right now is choices. When was the last time someone gave you a choice? When was the last time your boss said, well, what days would you like to come in? When was the last day your spouse said, honey, if you want to go to work, go to work. If you don't, it's okay. Not just me, we. New Age is giving you a smorgasbord of choices. Get more information. Start your own self-care because I know you're there for that. Get with the person wherever you're seeing this. Find someone to help you because I have never seen, I'm seeing, watch this, instead of thousands of people lose hundreds of pounds. Right. We've seen plenty of that. It's called fad diets. I'm seeing hundreds of people losing thousands of pounds, and I'm one of them. If you need a life change, you could not be in a better place. We've made sure everything here is the best of the best of the best of the best, with all of the certifications and everything your dietitian, your doctor, everything you need them to look at, we've already done for you. Feel free to do it again. But get started. Get started today. Don't wait till February. Don't wait till May. Don't wait till June. Can you still have benefits then? Yes, but you're missing out. I had 3 people yesterday call me and go, whatever you're doing, I want to do. Why? Because they're not going to miss out. And I hope you're not either. So what do you got to do? You got to take action. That's what you haven't done already in 2022 is take action. 2022 is going to be different. Lots different. Have an amazing, amazing day. Get with the person who connected you here. It wasn't by accident.